Further comment on the groundhog stomp. I forgot to mention the groundhogs. I think I mentioned they were very plentiful then. They were considered vermin. And in the spring or early summer, I'm not quite sure when, the last year's, are they called kittens of the groundhogs? Kits? I don't know what baby groundhogs from last year. The parents would kick them out, and they'd wander around disorientated, trying to find their way to a new home. I've seen them wander right up into the farmyard where there's 10 or 20 people gathered, and they just kind of stand there looking all befuddled and confused. I guess some inner instinct's telling them to go south, but there's all these people in the middle. You'd see them run over intentionally as well as accidentally on the shoulders of the road. And there weren't many farmers that wouldn't let you, if you were considered responsible, come in and shoot them in the fields. And my pet theory is that in those days, the coyotes were still largely nocturnal, and the groundhogs are creatures of the day, and hence they suffered from little predation except perhaps aerial from the birds of prey, although they get pretty heavy and chubby in the fall. But now, over the last few decades, as the city and increasing development locally has progressed, I've noticed a considerable increase in daytime coyote activity in our area. But my pet theory is the groundhog's near extermination has more to do with the return of the fisher than anything else. Now, Anne, you'd mentioned in the comments the horses' behaviors must have changed, and indeed it did. They never rested there ever again in that location under those trees. And if you're in the saddle riding by that area, your mount would show, well, a decided disinclination towards the site of the gopher stomp. So I hope that clarifies up a few things. But as to intentionally violent horses, I have a story I've been writing for quite some time now that would be quite lengthy to try and do in a video. But I can tell a story of a mare that was on our farm one summer that could only be described as a natural-born killer. It was an aberration. And we had another old horse lose his mind. He went mad at the end of his life. He had some health issues. And we do believe he'd had some terrible abuse imposed upon him by men. He did not like men. Children and women, he adored my mother. I don't think I can tell that story. It's too close to home for me. But anyways, just thought, Anne, you're good enough to comment. I thought I'd just put it back for you. Thanks.